Well, I got 5 boys, and had a little bit of money saved up, so we figured, you know, let's build a pool. Let's go out there, find out how much it's going to cost to have somebody come over and price it out. And going out there with builders, it was just astronomical. There's no way I could afford something like this if I would have gone with a regular builder. So after asking around, a couple of friends that tried building their own pools, and then I knew some people that had done it before and started asking around, and that's how I got to the BYOP guys. If you build your own pool, you'll save, you know, 30, 40, up to 50% depending on what you do. So I hesitated a little bit of doing it on my own, mostly because it's a job that I've never done before. It's new. It seemed like a lot of work. But after talking to Todd at the BYOP, he walked me through the whole process. So what really made me comfortable was the support I think I had. I mean, I felt really comfortable with the way that the BYOP guys were there. I mean, I had a ton of questions. I mean, I must have blasted, I don't know, 10 emails a day to Todd, and he responded with every single one. The other thing is that they had a list of available contractors. He was like, if you really want to do a pool from start to finish, here's a list of people that you can use. That made me really, really comfortable and allowed me to go forward with the build. The best part, I would have to say, it had to be at the beginning, where we actually started digging the hole. And that's when you start to realize, like, you know, this is going to happen. It's a reality, and there's no turning back. The reasons why this was easy, or fairly easy, was I had access to information. I mean, you do your own research on the internet, but you know, it's who knows from where that information's coming. Talking to Todd at BYOP, he was great. I mean, he was able to answer a lot of my questions. Even talking to the contractors, I mean, I was able to flood them with questions too, and they would give me detailed information as to each specific part of the process, to say, you know, when we do the hole, this is what could happen, this is what could go wrong, or this is what can go right. They really gave me a nice itemized list of everything that I needed to buy in order to build the pool, so I know exactly the cost going into it. Before going to BYOP, I did consult with actually 3 companies, the pool builders, from start to finish. One of them straight out, I mean, he came over, he saw the yard. When I started asking him a lot of questions, and I was telling him about my budget, on what I wanted to do, he just didn't call me back. He just flat out didn't call me back. So that was like, I scratched that off the list immediately. The second 2, I thought it almost sounded like they refused to do a diving pool for me. They said it was too close as far as the dimensions of the pool, and they were almost trying to talk me out of a diving pool. And that just didn't give me a warm and fuzzy feeling about them. It's like they're trying to talk me away from what I want. And the other was price. I mean, their price was astronomical just for a play pool. And talking to the BYOP, it was different. I mean, they basically said, what do you want? I told them what I want. They designed exactly what I want and made sure it was within regulation. So, I mean, that to me was huge. It's like they never tried to talk me away from anything that I wanted. They did recommend certain things that I should do, but never try to shy me away from what I want. As far as the design goes, in order for me to interpret it, it was very simple. I mean, the design was very easy to read. It showed exactly what the depth was, what features was going to be around there. There wasn't a whole lot of questions. The questions came more along the time that we submitted the permits, and when we got the actual, you know, the regulations from the city. That's when I started asking some questions, and I came to Todd, and he answered all the questions as far as like how thick it had to be, how deep, how wide. Even the inspector, when he came over, I mean, everything was within spec, so everything was pretty smooth. If somebody asked me about BYOP, I'd say, you know, go for it. I mean, it's definitely a place to start. They know pretty much everything about pools. They know everything about the equipment. They were very helpful with the equipment because I've never had a pool before. This was my first time with a pool. As soon as I started talking to them, that's when I got the full picture to say, this is everything. This is exactly what you need. If this is what you want, this is what you're going to need. Here's the high-end portions, here's the bottom end, but we recommend you go this route or that route. So I definitely recommend them.